Hey Tom, it's Tuesday night, September 9th, and I'm just going to shoot a little B-roll right now. Now that I've made it through the wetlands, the part of the Mississippi River that's been designated wild, and now it enters the part of the Mississippi that's designated scenic by the Mississippi Headwaters Board. It's kind of a transitional period. It's funny, on the one hand, the wild part was a lot wilder than I thought it was going to be. Now, I'm a kid who grew up on the banks of the Mississippi River in St. Louis, and the river doesn't appear very wild down there at all. It was kind of nice being in the quiet part of the river where you didn't have to worry about anything except, providing your basic needs. So tonight's a bit of a transitional night, and I'll probably spend most of it contemplating the transition. You think to yourself, why is he always dressed the same every time I see him? Well, it's because sadly this was all filmed in the back lot of the MGM studios right next to where they did the Apollo landings. Just kidding about that, by the way, as I have the utmost respect for the people who did the Apollo moon landings. Meet my NOAA weather radio.
It was cloudy. The temperature was 63 degrees, the dew point 48, with a relative humidity of 58%. The wind was south at 15 miles an hour.
Tonight, an 80% chance of thunderstorms, and they are expecting between 1 and 2 inches of rain likely. This is the second last campsite before Bemidji, and it is the last canoe-in only campsite. And it has a shelter, so that's why I've decided to spend the day here. And plus, with all the wind, it would have been a fight to get there, to be honest. So last night the rains came. They came about 2 in the morning and lasted till about 4. So I thought we'd walk on down and see what's in the canoe this morning, how much it's rained. Today we are 15 miles outside of the city of Bemidji. This is Cindy, and she's with Visit Bemidji, and she's agreed to be our tour guide today and show us around the city.
Small band of Native Americans came from the Cass Lake area and settled near the Mississippi inlet here. They were the first settlers, you might say, to this area, and then shortly after that, the European settlers came. The Carson brothers realized that the trapping and logging industry was going to open up here, and so they came and built a trading post. And this is the original street of Bemidji. It's called 3rd Street now. Welcome to Morrell's Trading Post. It's just across the street from the Tourist Information Centers.
Hi, I'm Colleen. This is Harmony Co-op in Bemidji, Minnesota. We are a cooperative, natural foods cooperative, so we have supplements, health and beauty aids, books, some from local authors, of course also cookbooks. One of our emphases that we are working on now is to get as many local products as we can. We are always looking to minimize that carbon footprint. Everything we have that's indigenous to the area is gotten here. So if you're ever in the area, stop on by. We'd love to see you.
Well, welcome to Bemidji Woolen Mills. We've been located on the corner of 3rd Street and Irving Avenue. We were founded in 1920 by my great-grandfather, and visitors from around the world come to the famous Bemidji Woolen Mills. We were very instrumental in the lumber industry up here by making the lumberjack clothing that you see in the burly, husky, Paul Bunyan type lumberjacks. Carries on the tradition over 88 years later. We do exactly the same thing.
Welcome to the Beltrami County History Center. I'm Wanda Hoyam. I'm the director.
So by complete accident, it turns out that there are some canoe races going on this Saturday. And the canoes are completely different from my canoe. These are canoes that are built very lightly and built for speed, and so they look quite different. Well, I'll wish you a warm goodbye from the city of Bemidji, and we'll be headed south, hopefully for warmer weather, and we'll see you on the river.